This is not a real bluelock leak. In fact, I made this and managed to trick over 100,000 people. This all started 37 days ago when I bet my friend which anime community is the most gullible, bluelock or Dragon Ball fans. I believe bluelock fans are so down bad so that anything that has a moving animation, they think it's peak. And to prove this, we are both going to be making a fake leak, and whoever fools the most amount of people wins. Before I could start animating, I had to find a scene from the manga that would work and actually give the energy when watching a bluelock episode. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even read the manga because I didn't want to spoil it for myself or you guys. And there were a lot of bluelock moments, but ultimately, I settled for chapter 185. A 24 cut scene where Isagi goes to attempt to shoot. Kaiser tries to steal the ball from him. He does eventually shoot, but Kunigami steals the ball and scores for himself. This scene marks the return of Kunigami to bluelock, and I wanted to make this special. And if you've seen my drawings from before, well, you know, nobody's gonna think this is a real leak. However, I can use this insane technique called rotoscoping, where basically I just trace it. And I did this for ages because for me to make a bluelock leak, I'm going to have to create at least 24 cuts, and this saves me a lot of time. An issue with drawing an entire anime scene by yourself, other than lack of sunshine, lack of money, is that for this to be accurate, I have to draw in ones, which means 24 frames per second. But I think this translation got lost with bluelock because when they draw in ones, they draw 1 frame per second and then chuck in a PowerPoint transition. When I drew this animation, I'd say at least 50% was traced and 50% were filled in by me. As a solo animator, this took a lot of time and I had to sacrifice my social life to spend over a month drawing this animation for 12 hours each day. This is so I can make an accurate as possible leak, which I believe will actually trick people. It has to be identical because there are demons on the internet that will actually inspect every single frame. This leak is definitely fake because of the wrong screams and technique in the hand. Since we're only on day 13, I decided to work on the dribble segment of the anime. Before you say Isagi doesn't even know how to dribble, and let alone pass, remember, this is an adaptation, which means I basically have free reign. I also thought it would be boring if I just copied everything from the manga ball for ball. So I decided to spice it up with adding my own scenes.
This is what I wanted from this whole anime!
To keep pacing accurate, I also referenced my favorite scenes from the U20 game. This allowed me to get accurate timing of what the bluelock anime would actually be like. So since I am working solo, I don't really have time to clean up each frame. This does give it this hand-drawn style effect, which is more similar in older animes, which I guess could make sense since I know bluelock is going to be switching production teams. As I'm not going to be able to show this leak by myself, I'm going to have to create a character that's going to do the leaking for me. I have to make a Japanese animator that works at bluelock and give him a real backstory. For this leak to work, I made a random Japanese AI generated individual and made sure to make him look sleep deprived so he actually looks like an animator. So after crafting the perfect Japanese name, I'd like you to meet our fake leaker, Konnichiwa. Yup, this is Konnichiwa. And I'm gonna be posting random videos of him doing random things. Arigato, my people, it's your boy Konnichiwa. I'm back with another bang. Trust the process, guys. After continuing to animate different characters, I realized that I can't just only animate with these 4 characters and I have to include a bunch more random ones to make the scene more legit. And since everything is going to be hand-drawn for 24 frames, I had to do 30 frames each of these random characters. And these characters are so hard to find any references of because they have nothing going for them. This is Young. You don't even know Young because neither does bluelock's Wikipedia. They literally got his name wrong. These random characters from Manshine City took me so long, except for Nagi. Oh wait, that's not even Nagi. And I didn't even know this until midway through drawing him 30 frames in and realized that the jersey numbers were different. So this is Swift, and Swift has this insane backstory. So basically, bro, who is this? Since this animation is gonna try to be legit, I had to make a background on Blender. And I'm pretty good at Blender when Blender wants to work with me. However, the stadium I made on Blender used over 300 parts and made my computer keep on crashing. In fact, Blender crashed so many times that I even became immune to the pain. Watch as I gracefully handle a crash. Bro, just move the mouse slowly. Just move the mouse slowly. Doesn't have to be that bad. And I couldn't even join the files to make it smaller and easier for my computer to handle it because of these small outlines that use a grease pencil tool. But through many references, the most helpful being the one of the bluelock mobile game I found on the internet, I created this beautiful stadium. Bluelock likes to use CGI in their animations, and I know a lot of you guys hate CGI because, well, I agree, it does look yuck. However, it does save me a lot of time. So, to make the characters for Isagi and Kaiser, I'd have to spend the next 20 years learning Blender. Or I could just do this. Wow, man, look at this gray model I designed. Yeah, thank you to Rock Lee. Very cool. I also use CGI to create a Metavision scene for Isugi because this is when he unlocks his Metavision powers and is able to see with the puzzles. What is this anime even about, man? I did attempt to draw this scene at first, but I did think it looked kind of funky and lacked animation, so I decided to make it on CGI instead. I then quickly composited the entire anime and made changes that I thought looked very nasty. When it came to adding color to the anime, I did struggle to decide whether I was gonna color it perfectly or make it like those actual animation leaks that you see on the internet with different kind of framing techniques. I decided to go with the actual anime because I felt it gave it a higher chance of being seen by the people. Since I also don't use that framing technique as an actual principle, I feel like people would call me out and immediately notice it was fake. And I thought coloring would be easier, but well, I was completely wrong. Since I don't know the exact color of these anime characters, I kinda just had to make a guess. Also, the jerseys for the Manshine City goalie hasn't even been released into the book, so I kinda just had to guess based on the real team that Manshine City is based off. I decided to go into After Effects and create some more scenes. I added some more flares, more vibrance, aura, and particles. But as you can see, this doesn't really look like a real bluelock leak. So I had to message the greatest bluelock fan animator hands down, Omaru Animations, who literally transformed this scene into an anime. Like, look at the before and after. This man is an After Effects wizard and literally fixed everything. He even used After Effects to fix my hairline. It is finally time for Konichiwa to post a leak. This plan is to upload this video on Wednesday, and then 3 days from now, I'm gonna pretend to be a fan that stumbled upon it and then uploaded it myself. That way people will think this is an animation that got cut from Bluelock, just wasn't good enough to make it to the real anime. Tricking these poor fans into thinking Bluelock is actually working on season 3 right now. So after I released this animation on my own channel, it was time to spread the misinformation. I basically just lied and said this guy named Konichiwa, who's my family member, just gave me this animation to upload myself. I know this might not sound that believable, but Bluelock is known for using freelance animators to make their animation. So the story is definitely plausible, but I just need to hope that people actually fall for it. Now that I've released it, it's time to spread this rumor. Well, I've just uploaded it to my YouTube channel and it's got like no views, but that's the normal for my channel. Basically, for the next 7 days, I'm gonna try to find ways so I can make this blow up. My first idea is to go to Fiverr, where I'm gonna hire this guy to post this article for me. For some reason, you can just pay $30 on Fiverr and people will post literally anything. Hopefully, people will actually fall for it. I think there's a good chance. We'll just have to wait and see. So to wrap up day 1, we hit a successful 0 views banger. For day 2, nothing really happened. The guy on Fiverr hasn't responded and I don't think he's going to. It's over. And yeah, to wrap up day 2, nothing happened. I got 4 views, 1 comment, and it was in Spanish. And it translates to, wow, you're so handsome. Yeah, stuff like that. So, I got a response. Fingers crossed. Because this could actually make or break this entire scene. And make or break it was, because if this failed, this entire video was over. Oh my god! Oh! Yo! This looks so real! No way.
This actually looks so real. If people believe this, you've cooked.
Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but we did actually get it, and this means we can actually post it online now. Alright, I'm gonna post this on the Reddit. I posted it on the Reddit. Yeah, so no one... This guy called me a loser. Bruh, sus. And even so, how am I a loser? Because I never quit my gambling addiction. So we had some people saying it was good, some people saying it was bad. This guy wasn't really sure. This guy's telling me to get a job. Bro, get a job. Bro, I'm trying. So to wrap up day 4, the Reddit basically flopped. However, it did reach 30,000 views. TikTok and Instagram got no love at all. However, all the hate from Reddit brought attention to my YouTube channel, which made the video get a total of 10,000 views on YouTube. Bluelock Season 3 sneak peek. Bluelock are actually working on Neo Egoist League. Nice to hear it. They're not. They're actually not working on it. It's all me. One guy commented Bluelock could hire you. People are confused. What are the complications that made it get denied? Bro, Konichiwa. He died. This whole argument's going on in the comment section. Like every Disney movie, there needs to be a villain. And let me introduce you to Loke Noke. Man has 12 comments on my channel and it's all hating on my video. He keeps telling people that it's fake. It's been a month since I posted this video and this guy is still hating. I just got a new comment saying it's fake. I get it. To be fair to him, he does make animations himself and they are pretty good. So fair play, subscribe to him. 25,000 views! And guess what? Other famous creators have posted it on their own channel and it's got like 10,000 views on just a short itself. The TikToks, however, they flopped. I also try to send it to people on Instagram to see if I can get them to post it, but the best I got was responding to a guy who was like, wait, maybe this is a leak, and then I sent him the YouTube video and he said, nah, this is fake. Thanks. This one guy even decided to explain this whole situation. Those who didn't understand, this animation was meant for the 3rd season of Blue Lock. This animation is simple because it was only intended to show what the final scene should look like. But it was rejected for some reason, am I right?
No, you're actually very wrong because actually
40,000 views, and this other huge creator with 20,000 subscribers have posted it himself. People in the comments low-key think it's a real leak. This guy said season 3 is out, question mark? However, the creator did respond with nah, fan animation. So like, this has been seen by over 80,000 people, plus the Reddit. That's like 120,000 people that have just viewed this leak. Yeah, out of the 100,000 people that actually seen it, I'd say about 50% actually might have believed it. But what about the Dragon Ball leak? What even is this? No way 100% of the people think this is real. Nah, no way this one guy actually believes. Wait, that's literally your comment!